Hello YouTube, my name is DragonHeart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to another Football Manager 2018 video on my channel. We are currently talking about the LLM to Prem series I have. It basically follows the non-league to legend kind of series that Bolujo is doing, or the Journeyman series that many other YouTubers have done, including myself in the past. And this is where I need your help. So if you like the sound of Football Manager, you like the sound of starting off very small and working your way up, then by all means drop a like on the video, guys. It means a lot to me. All relevant links you could ever ask for are in the description below, and I have a nice slideshow to go over with you all today as well. So who I am managing for Football Manager 2017, that is today's video. I previously mentioned this briefly, but I want to pick teams that are close to where I live. On a map. I want them to be teams that don't necessarily do that well, not main teams, not like Premier League or Championship. They want to be lower sort of teams without much of a budget, teams I can start off with, work on as a project and get my teeth into them, basically. Teams that have little to no money at all. And I want to start off with Sunday League or Sunday League footballer managerial experience, or very limited stuff, so I can grow, apply my trade, maybe work my way up to League 2, League 1 and get to the Premier League eventually. That's sort of the aim. So there's two clubs. I've narrowed it down to two clubs. And let's go on to the first club. So first up we have Barry Town United Football Club. Now Barry Town United Football Club are a Welsh Premier League team. They were promoted to the Welsh Premiership by winning the Welsh Football League last season. Now Barry Town are a bit of a kind of cult status kind of team in Wales. They were reformed as Barry Town United following court cases and fan fight back. They've had quite a lot of strife in recent years. The FAW, to cut a long story short, the FAW basically rejected them, didn't even want to hear them in the meeting after 5 minutes, and then basically went to court. It was said that it was unfairly sort of dismissed and illegal, and the fans basically won. To cut a long story short, the fans basically won, and the club was reinstated into the Welsh Football League pyramid, which was fantastic. They decided to change the badge and rename it Barry Town United, because they were united as a club to basically get past that. And it's great to see them back. They historically were a team that dominated Welsh football, whereas you got TNS, who for the last like 10 years or so have been dominant in Welsh football in the odd season when another team has done well, but it's been mainly TNS. Barry were the TNS of like the 90s and early 2000s. They were really, really good. They actually competed in Europe. I think they only lost in like 6 years or something. They only lost 2 games in Europe, and that was to Porto and to somebody else, I think it was. I can't remember who it was. On Wikipedia if you want to check it out and stuff. But they were, they were a pretty good team representing Wales back then. They used to get into Europe by winning the Welsh Premier League, by winning the Welsh Cup, that sort of thing. They play at Jenner Park, which is a 2,000-seater stadium. They play in a yellow home kit and a green away kit. So, pretty interesting. Newly promoted team to the Welsh Premier League. It would be nice to get your teeth into this one, to try and knock TNS off their perch, to try and get into Europe, to try and dominate the Welsh League for a couple of seasons, and develop the club and try and, bring in some good players, put them in a nice sort of financial situation before inevitably leaving to go to a bigger team. So, Barry Town United, I'm interested. They are the one of the two teams I have for you in this video. I think they'd be pretty cool, and obviously they're back in Football Manager this year by getting back to the Welsh Premier League. Now the next team that I want to talk about is Gloucester City AFC. Gloucester City, just over the border for me. They finished 10th in the National League North last season. Fairly respectable mid-table finish. They were established in 1883 as Gloucester, and they added Gloucester City in 1902. They spent a record 70 years in the Southern League from 1939 until 2009. The Southern League is basically the pyramid, the part of the pyramid before the league they're in now, where you have sort of Wrexham are in, to put into perspective, Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2. You have your Conference Premier, which is where the division Wrexham are in, and then the 2 feeder divisions, the North and the South, is what they're in currently. And then below that is the Southern Premier, which is where my hometown club, Merthyr Town, are from. So a little bit of a trivia there for you guys. They play at, I think it's pronounced Spears. Play at Spears and Hartwell Jubilee Stadium. and they ground share that with Evesham, which is just a little bit north to them. They play in yellow and black home kit and a blue and white away kit. Interesting team again. Obviously with Gloucester, I'd be starting right towards the bottom of the playable Football League pyramid in Football Manager 2018. And it'd be a nice club to try and work your way up. Maybe try and get them to like a League 2 or something. And if I fail, then obviously move on to another club. So there's two teams there which I want your feedback on. There will be a little poll popping up on the screen provided I do it right. I also want you guys to let me know in the comment section below which clubs you want to see me start my Football Manager journey with. But let's talk about the distances. We're going to try and make this a little bit realistic as we go along as well. The distances. So I said I'm from Merthyr. I am pinpointed exactly where I'm from, obviously, but you get a rough idea. I just basically typed in Merthyr, picked the first postcode, and selected that. So on the left hand side, by here, from Merthyr to Barry, you can see that it would take me about 1 hour and 56 minutes to get there, which is basically from going where I am, not far from the Brecon Beacons, all the way down to the coast of Wales, basically. And then on the right hand side, you've got from Merthyr to Gloucester, which surprisingly is 1 hour and 45 minutes. So it's only about 10 minutes difference, which I was quite shocked by because I would have thought Gloucester would have taken a lot longer, but it's actually fairly close. If you look at the map there, you can see the river just going sort of inwards towards where Gloucester is. Gloucester's not too far from the river, and obviously Ross-on-Wye and Monmouthshire's just over the border, so it's actually quite close. That's why I picked these two teams, because they're the two kind of lowest teams that are available. Obviously Bath is quite close, and I could have put Bath into the mix, but they're a bit further away, and they're actually a division higher up than Gloucester, so that's why I eliminated Bath. And obviously Cardiff Met Uni, which are a low team again, who also play in the Welsh Premier League. They've had a season in the Welsh Premier League, and there's not too much difference between Cardiff Met Uni and Barry. I wanted to go with Barry because they're the newly promoted team, and obviously will need a lot more work done to them. So that's why I've picked those two teams, and that's why I've got the distances on the screen for you guys to select as well, guys. So basically, you get the vote in the poll, which I've mentioned. It should be a little annotation or a little pop-up eye icon in the top right-hand corner, providing I did that correctly. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The series itself, the LLM to Prem, will be starting the week commencing the 13th of November. I don't know what day yet. I need to try and work that out. I need to get some episodes recorded. I will be doing my Swansea City beta save for the beta once the beta comes out, but I definitely will be doing the lower league save that week. Okay guys, I've been DragonHeart, Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. I want to say a massive thank you to all my patrons and all my sponsors on YouTube Gaming. They're currently on the screen right now. For more information, check out all the links in my description and check out the links on the screen as well.